Linda, and I'm at the Sealy Cabin at Log Cabin Village. And today we're going to have a Laura Ingalls Wilder craft. I am reading from Little House in the Big Woods, and this is a little bit of a story about Laura and Mary in the attic playing with their dolls. Mary was bigger than Laura, and she had a rag doll named Nettie. Laura had only a corn cob wrapped in a handkerchief, but it was a good doll. It was named Susan. It wasn't Susan's fault that she was only a corn cob. Sometimes Mary let Laura hold Nettie, but she did it only when Susan couldn't see. Poor Susan. Now, I think Laura needs a real doll, and if Ma had a corn cob, then she certainly had corn husks. So let's make a doll today for Laura out of corn husks. A real doll, one that looks more like this. So this is very simple. First off, we're going to start with some corn husks. You can get them at your grocery store, especially your Hispanic stores, particularly around the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays, but as other times as well. You can get a whole package of them. The first thing you need is about 4 to 6 husks, and they need to be wet. Now, they don't have to be soaked for a long time, but sometimes you can just stick them under the faucet. But they just need to be wet because they are very brittle, and they will crack like that. They don't break if you drop them on the ground, but they do split. So we're going to wet these in a little bit of water, and I don't have a lot of water here. It's just enough to cover the husks. And you'll notice that they have some very thick and strong, sturdy husks, and also some very fine, wispy ones that are much more bendable. We're going to start with a wispy one. And we're going to fold it up, wad it up, make a big circle out of it. And that is going to become the head. And we're going to take another one, also similar like that, and wrap it around it, and that is going to become the body. Now see there, we have a head. Now for little hands, we're using rubber bands today. If you were going to make a fancy one, like one of these up here, you would use twine, because rubber bands will age and get brittle and eventually break. But for our purposes today, we're going to make a very simple one for a child. Okay, now we're going to split it in half. You see it's split right there. We're going to take another corn husk and roll it up. It's a little bit too long, so we're going to cut it in half. And make our hands. Once we get our hands made, we can actually put this into the doll, split it right there, put it in there, and now our doll is starting to look like a doll. Okay, we got a head, we got arms. Let's give her a waist. Put another rubber band right under the arms. And we've got now the beginnings of a doll, most of a doll. There you go, like this. Because these things split, you can also split them into the width you want. I want a long one, so I'm going to make her a body, like this. Actually, before we do that, let's make her a skirt. We're going to put the skirt on upside down, so it's like this. And you can make this a full skirt or a thin skirt, depending on how fat you want the skirt to be. I'm using 3 husks here. Now this is one where you probably want to get a sturdy rubber band to hold it. And you're going to do this right underneath the arms. There we go. Now we're just going to peel our skirt down like that. And look at that. We've got a doll. And let's give her a shawl. There you go. going to use a rubber band today, but you could use a ribbon or a string and give her an actual belt if you wanted. And there we have our corn husk doll.